Hello, everyone, and welcome out to this episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Geeky, a podcast where I talk a bunch of geeky stuff, some of it good, some of it bad, and most of it definitely geeky. Today on the show, we're doing GBG Live at Mad Lab for April 2018, but before we get into any more of that, I have a good friend of the show, DJ Meat, a.k.a.
Great friend of the show.
Great friend of the show. That's right. Nathan Haley, a.k.a. DJ Meat, or I said DJ Meat already, it doesn't matter. You know what? If you don't know it by now...
Do a Holy Trinity. Say it one more time.
DJ Meat.
There you
go. Beautiful.
Speaking of things that were third.
Comes in... Hey-o.
Hey-o.
Yep. Yeah. Well, before we continue with our official sponsor of the show, Nathan,
yes,
what
sir.
do you have to tell the audience today?
I will talk about the Quarterly Book Club. It's All Been Done presents as a Quarterly Book Club. Why quarterly? Because you're busy and books are long. In its third year, we're reading young adult novels for 2019. You can watch the wrap-up discussion of our first quarter selection, Point Claw by Amber J. Kaiser, on the It's All Been Done Presents YouTube channel. Ooh. Also, start reading along with this quarter's Looking for Alaska by John Green. He is the author of The Fault in Our Stars and Turtles All the Way Down.
Oh.
Tweet at IABD Presents with the hashtag QBC to join in the discussion. Then check out Quarterly Book Club and all our programming at IABDpresents.com. And don't forget to support us at patreon.com //IABD. That's patreon.com/IABD. Patreon.
Yeah. By the way, you guys can see it, but here's the thing. It sounded good however you said it. It's just that I think you did what I like to call a Nick Arganbright, which is where you're doing fine, but you think there's something wrong, or you maybe said something wrong, and you gave a face.
I did.
And that was what was funny, because beyond that, it sounded really good. Okay. And then when I started laughing, then you started to laugh.
It's not like
from the heart.
It's not like this shit scripted. Like, this
I know.
Was from the heart.
That is true. That is true. You are looking at the table, there's nothing there, and you're just closing your eyes, and you're just feeling it right from your heart, and you just start talking. And that's, yeah. My cousin, and
I also write music for the Quarterly Book Club.
Oh, yes, you... And Nathan is a wonderful...
composer. It's fine when you're BSing. You don't really mean what you're about to say.
I meant what I was saying.
Fine.
The word, Nathan. I can't say words right.
Third, it's fine.
I don't. Yeah, you need to let that go.
Surely, this will be the last time you hear.
You know what?
It'll be the last time you hear.
If we can somehow by the end of these intros find a way to work through this,
absolutely.
I think it'll be okay.
Absolutely.
I think it'll be okay. Well, before we work some more on that, our official sponsor of the show is Audible. With over 200,000 titles to choose from, you get a 30-day membership, plus a book to get you started, 1 credit a month after the trial, good for any book regardless of price, and easy exchanges. Don't love a book? Swap it out for free. All you gotta do is have an Amazon account. If you don't have one, it's easy to sign up from there. Go to audibletrial.com/goodbadgeeky and choose your first book for free. Download the Audible app and start enjoying your new audiobook. All right. So, yeah, I feel like that's now the goal. That's the story that we're working towards. Like, there's a story now that's happening, and we need to get through this. And we'll get through this together. I don't know how we'll get through this, because we're not recording all these intros at once. The intros that you hear for these live shows. We're recording them at very separate dates and then putting them out there.
I know.
So, we're going to probably forget any progress that we are trying to do, that we have made. We'll see how this goes. It won't go well. No, Nathan is a good... the word escaped me. Because I almost said an accompanist, and I was like, I knew that was wrong. And I'm trying not to say that. I even say it right there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's why I hesitated.
I think you made up a new word there. Accompanist is what...
I try.
I think you said accompanist.
Well, that's a very Bullwinkle thing to do, and I just Bullwinkled.
I think you had accompanist or something.
So, when I said about the Nick Arganbright thing, is when I would sing in the Christmas cantata, which Nathan would be a part of, and is still a part of. I don't know what my status is. No, I don't know.
I don't know where you're going. This is my listening face.
So I usually have a solo or like a duet with somebody or whatever, aka where I have to sing on mic, and it's kind of all about me.
I'm sure they appreciate that you explain what a solo is.
I'm doing the song, and afterwards, my cousin, who is there to support his mom, because his mom is the choir director, and family. So he comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, you did really good, except for that one part." And I'm like, "Oh my god, what part?" He's like, "Well, it was very evident. You gave a weird face. It sounded good though, and because apparently, if I think I've messed up something, and someone has, and I think you or your sister posted video on Facebook of one of everyone's solos or whatever, and when it got to mine, like I gave like I was like I'm singing and it does sound okay, but like I don't think I crescendoed enough or something, and I just gave like a like oh could have done that better, and so I was like oh god. Oh God! Like, and apparently I did it like 3 times in the song, and then I realized that for every solo, unless I'm like actually acting, and that's a stretch for me, I do it all the time. Terrifying, absolutely terrifying. And so now my wife's even just like, "Yeah, you did good except for that one part." That's why I said you did a Nick Arganbright. You were coming from the heart. And
10 minutes later, we got to the gist of what was going on. Okay,
it's actually about 5 minutes and 23 seconds later. But see, we inception the conversation, and then we somehow get back. That's what we do.
I just inceptionized.
There we go. All right, so on this episode, you're going to hear the April 2018 Good, the Bad, and the Geeky live for its All Been Done Radio Hour at Mad Lab Theater. Again, April 2018, and as you probably heard us say before, we have no idea if this is a bro code or Judge Jimmy, but 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a bro code. I think somewhere in there we did that liar game, the liar game.
I don't know what that is.
It's the one where I had you and Jimmy guess on who's lying and who's not. It was like Dallas and Joe from It's All Been Done Radio Hour.
I don't think I was there.
I think you were, but I mean,
a game where people are lying.
Yeah,
I would have loved that.
Well. We'll find out.
Was I there? Somebody listen to the podcast and write into Nick and
goodbadgeeky at gmail.com or tweet me at goodbadgeeky. Instagram is the same thing. And actually our Facebook page is also now goodbadgeeky because I realized that, for branding purposes. And someone said it's hard to find your Facebook page because everything else is just goodbadgeeky. And so I was like, well, shit. Anyway. Ugh. Yeah, I know. Branding.
God, balls.
So... April 2018, Mad Lab Theater, It's All Been Done Radio Hour. Enjoy the show. Everybody out to It's All Been Done Radio Hour for April 2018. I am Nick Arganbright, that's Nathan Hanley, and that's Jerome Wetzel, a.k.a. Jim, and we are the Good, the Bad, and the Geeky, and we just do pre-show warm-up kind of thing.
In our very messy apartment.
In our very messy apartment.
This is for At the Speed of Jake. If you want to come back at 8 o'clock, that's Mad Lab's current show. It's really good and really depressing.
Oh, that's uplifting.
It's about a couple. They lose their 10-year-old son. It's really sad.
Wow.
But it's great. It's great.
It's the depression. It's just super
Exactly.
awesome. No. It actually is a great show, though. You should check it out. All right, so usually, though, we do silly little games and stuff like that. So the first one we're going to do is Judge Jimmy.
Oh, we're doing Judge Jimmy today?
We are doing Judge Jimmy today. So what this means, Judge Jimmy is a show where we take suggestions from you guys out in the audience over, what's better, Coke or Pepsi? Who's the better dragon trainer? The names are blanking on me right now.
Daenerys or Hagrid?
Hagrid from Harry Potter and Game of Thrones, that kind of thing. So, and then Nathan and I very poorly argue it out. Usually Nathan has no idea what we're talking about. He's the bad,
acting,
and Jimmy and I are usually the geeky. So, yeah, or good, I guess, in Nathan's perspective. It's good that he doesn't know that stuff. So, yeah, and then Jimmy is obviously the judge, and he will decide who argued it better, and he sometimes has to choose from just not really good things either way. So, we will take suggestions now from the audience, if possible. Who has a good suggestion for Judge Jimmy's case this week that we'll have to argue for?
Anything.
Superhero.
Okay.
Jennifer Lawrence or the woman that was in Lucy.
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson. All right, so we're gonna. Who's the better superheroic actress? Is it Jennifer Lawrence or is it Scarlett Johansson?
Is it Johansson or Johansson?
Johansson.
It's Johansson.
I know she hates ScarJo. I do know that. We shouldn't call her ScarJo. She doesn't like ScarJo.
Okay.
What? Who's Jennifer Lawrence?
Hunger Games.
She was also, but
Oh,
as a
she's
superhero.
And Mystique, yes.
Right.
Who was the other one?
Scarlett Johansson.
No.
This is going to be a good
Black
one,
Widow.
guys. So,
Oh, Black Widow is pointless.
okay. All right, so
So
Jimmy
Nathan
is going to argue for Scarlett.
for Jennifer Lawrence,
Oh.
and
Oh.
Nick's going to do...
Really? You're not going to turn it on him?
No,
I
not
haven't
this.
won
I
in
like to
5
keep you
months.
guessing.
You got nothing to worry
Usually the
about.
way this goes, everybody, is Nathan complains like he just did, and then we force what he complained
Not
about on
acting.
him. But we're not doing it this time.
No.
Wow. So Jimmy or Nathan, there's no reason why you should lose.
Oh, there's always a reason.
No, that's true. All right.
I am the
So if you just came in, this is the Good, the Bad, and the Geeky
That's
pre-show
right.
entertainment talk show. We're doing a Judge Jimmy. Nathan, opening statement. Why do you think Jennifer Lawrence is better than Scarlett Johansson in terms of superhero action movies?
better. Well.
Okay,
Hold on,
Nick,
no,
opening...
We'll
We'll come back to you. We'll come back to you.
Come back.
Yeah, we'll
Okay,
come back to you. Nick,
There's a lot of stuff.
we only got like 10 minutes till radio hour starts. So,
All
Nick,
right.
you do statement first.
So, some people might go, oh, Jennifer Lawrence might have won an Oscar. But that's okay. ScarJo doesn't need that.
Scarlett Johansson, not ScarJo.
Hey, she's not here.
If we ever want her to be, you should have
Scarlett
called her that.
Johansson is she's well respected and loved by all her peers. She is. I don't know. She comes in to do a crappy 5-line part in that's not crappy in the wonderful movie Chef by Jon Favreau.
Objection. He's not.
That is a wonderful movie, so objection overruled.
Thank you. And but she also does tons of other great stuff. She has a beautiful singing voice. She did a rock album with Peter Jordan. But the question is she a better superhero? And here's the thing. That girl have no superpowers, y'all. She doesn't need to be able to shapeshift into anybody. She's just that good. And that's really all you need to know. And that's all I have to say for the moment.
Okay, Nathan, opening statement.
Well, we're in an age where women want to be they want to be empowering, and she kind of.
Okay, be careful here. We
What?
do not want to turn off our audience with sexist speech.
No, I was going to give a compliment.
Okay, just be careful.
All right.
It's an Nathan kind of compliment.
Because
It's a Nathan compliment because that can be the bad thing.
Well, no,
If you're not familiar with Nathan, he insults everybody he tries to compliment.
It's all
so
it's equal.
It's
equal.
not.
It's
yeah.
all, yeah.
I'm just going to wait.
Go ahead.
Can I go?
Go ahead.
So, Mystique had a rough life, and she uses her powers, and she's really good at it. She not only uses her God-given gift, but she uses her intelligence to help with certain situations. Bad guy, or what do you want to say, villain, or not, you have to respect her for all she can do as far as combat, the shape-shifting, manipulation. She's using her body. She's naked the entire time. And yet, nobody is like, oh, that's awful. It's wonderful. So, right? So, yeah.
Nakedness is
Let's
awesome.
do this.
Okay, so I guess the case is Mystique or Black Widow better. That's fine. Call an expert witness.
All right, so this is the part of the show where God love you all if you do this. We take someone from the audience and you help us argue our case. Do we have any takers?
For either side.
Anyone, for either side.
Black Widow or
Raise your
Mystique.
hand.
If not, we go backstage and we grab
We
a
just
random
grab
cast
someone. They
member.
have no idea what we're talking about right now. All right, it's going to be...
Brendan, you want one?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, who do you want?
No
you know what? I'll
pressure.
be with Nathan.
Okay. Nathan, question your
You do
witness.
that, I'm going to go get mine.
Okay.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Would you please state your name for the audience?
I am Brendan Seamus Talty.
Hi.
Hi.
So, right now we are debating this case over who is the better superhero.
Yes, Mystique or Black
Mystique
Widow.
or Black Widow.
Yep.
So, why do you feel that Mystique is a better superhero than the Black Widow?
Okay. One, there is a large controversy between kind of the definitions of what is a superhero. Does a superhero have to have powers or not? In this instance, I would say yes, because if you consider her a superhero, then are all spies superheroes? Are all people that do her line of work then superheroes? Even
Yeah.
though she's murdered tons of people? Is that a superhero? Or are superheroes held to a specific attributes, like superpowers, like Superman. So in this case, that's why I feel that Mystique would be the better superhero / supervillain, is because she has those powers. She has the ability to do the extraordinary.
Nick, would you like to cross-examine the witness?
All right, so you're saying that... sorry, I was getting my witness ready,
Understand.
so I apologize. But
You're
if
fine.
I understood correctly, your argument was that spies can also have a negative connotation, correct?
My statement was more so in line with what defines a super person.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just because of everyday people, or is it that they actually have superpowers? They have something that is extra, more than the common man.
So, at the end of the day, though, would you say that, and again, I know he is not a female, but Captain Steve Rogers is a superhero without the powers? Yes or no?
No.
Why not?
Because the super makes it awesome. It's the powers. It's
really, you don't
it's
think
the
him
extra.
jumping on a
hero?
He's a
Yes.
hero.
Batman.
Absolutely.
Also, Batman
Is not a superhero.
He's just a
He
hero.
is a vigilante.
Counterpoint. Clint.
Wait.
he has no idea what we're doing, so he's like, what's going on? I'm a deer.
We'll get you on the stand in just a second.
All right. Okay. Well, throwing this out there, wouldn't you say that I would say through 90% of all the films that Jennifer Lawrence's character is not really, she has superpowers, but she's not really a hero.
Oh no, she's a supervillain. But it's still that whole super thing. Is it the superhero, supervillain?
It isn't the argument for superheroes.
Avengers.
Hey, Judge, got this shit covered, yo. Yes or no?
Well, because then we have.
If you just come in, this was the pre-show. We're arguing about superheroes. Radio hour starting in about 5 minutes.
So then this is where we have to get into. Then we
Yes,
get.
I
Then
mean,
you
yes
get
or no,
into
we don't
the.
have
Then you
time,
have.
but-
Then you get into the philosophy of it.
All right. Well, yes or no, though?
Yes.
Okay. Wait, what?
Just ask your witness a question.
Okay, I have no more questions.
Okay, you're dismissed.
All right.
Nick, call your witness
My
to
witness is
argue
Matt.
that Scarlett Johansson is a better superhero
All right.
than Jennifer Lawrence.
Matt, tell me in your words why you think Scarlett Johansson, not ScarJo or ScarJo Hansen, is a better superhero than Mystique, a.k.a. Jennifer Lawrence.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
No.
Are we discussing the merits of the actresses or the characters that they play?
It started with the actresses, but I think it's now become Black Widow versus Mystique.
Indeed. The answer
This
is
has
that
been a very disorganized case. I'm sorry.
the answer is that Black Widow is the better superhero
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Actually, that's true. Okay, and why do you think that is?
because of what she endured in the Red Room in Russia. She had to overcome such extenuating circumstances in order to extricate herself from that situation and then find a way to overcome that baggage to become a good superhero. It's unprecedented.
And true or false, Jimmy, here you go. Does she also help lead the Avengers?
Yes.
Okay. Are you happy now? Are you happy I got that one out there? Would you also say that she actively tries to do good versus Mystique, who is just really sad that her brother never loved her? Okay.
Objection. Leading the witness.
Can you just say what I just said as your own statement?
I would suggest
Yeah,
that
Nathan should be the one making objections.
I'm trying to help him out here.
the brainwashing she overcame in her past has forced her into a new moral higher plane in which she is trying to overcome not only her own shortcomings previously, but those of the institutions that brainwashed her.
And does she do it because she is in love with a man?
She does it because she's dope as fuck.
Okay. Okay. All right. Does Mystique do it for the love of a man?
Oh, wait. Nathan needs to cross-examine.
Sorry, that was my last
We've
question.
got 2 minutes left.
That was
Then
my
radio
last
hour.
question.
Cool.
Yes or no? Does Mystique do it for the love of a man? Yes or no? Magneto.
I don't know.
Too late.
Damn it. Okay.
Too late. Nathan, cross-examine. You got 1 minute.
Well, we're going to ignore the woman overcoming adversity bullcrap you just stated because that's almost every single woman and male superhero, supervillain is always overcoming adversity. So we're going to negate that.
40 seconds.
That's fine. I don't really know what I'm doing. I've seen one movie with Black Widow, and I just didn't understand her purpose. She fights, but anybody with 3 years of martial arts training can do that.
No further questions.
And like when they're not on the ground, like she's
So no further questions?
not really, no.
Okay, closing statement. Thank you, Matt. Closing
Thank you, Matt.
statements. Nathan, go.
God.
Black Widow's better. I'm done.
Nathan.
I just think if you're watching them, I think what's interesting about Mystique is how she draws you more into it. Whether you believe she's a superhero or supervillain, I don't care. You're still going to watch it and want to know what she does. Who here really thinks that the Avengers aren't going to survive without Black Widow? When it comes to, I mean, if we're doing like an MVP thing, there's no contest. Mystique can do anything. Not only can she mimic them, she can mimic like who they are, their fighting patterns, and everything else. Like
Their voice.
That's in even the voice. No contest.
Okay.
You got this.
Man, I was definitely going to rule in Nick's favor, but Nathan gave a pretty good closing statement.
Damn right
I got to
did.
think about this for a second.
I think you just said what you just were going to say.
Sure, let's rule for Nathan because of his closing statement.
That's good.
Get out of here without cheese! You're a creep! Go away! We're having a good time until you start up, cheapers! Go have some coffee with cream or something! Because I'll tell you something! This is a happy place!